All right, everyone, I'm here at the Strategic Planning Community Forum at CP Smith. This is a chance for the public to learn a bit more about the budget for the Burlington School District. They're going to have some input, and it's going to be awesome.
I'm going to have the superintendent come on up here so that we can get started.
As much brain power you can to give us the feedback we need in order to develop a plan going forward. Okay? I kind of want to put that in context. I want us to kind of keep moving in terms of, this is not the ideal timing in terms of doing strategic planning. I had hoped that when we got to this part of the year, that most of the milestones that we're looking at have been resolved already in terms of the planning for next year, budget, and all those types of things. But the reality is, this is what I've inherited, this is what we have, we're going to do the best we can with what we have, and then look at how we go forward. Okay? So I hope that helps for those that I've had conversations with about the individual challenges and how we can sort of put that in the right context to move forward. So we're going to talk a little about the strategic planning process, give you a little bit around timelines. We're going to do our table activities, and you're going to get a chance to interact with the people at the table, but also interchange with other people so we can hear some different voices and have some collective thinking around that. There'll be an opportunity to see the products in terms of what's been shared. And then lastly, you're going to have an exit card where you individually get a chance to make some specific strategic recommendations in relation to what we're looking at to help us move forward. So we have the community forums. We're starting with the community in terms of getting your information and giving some of your ideas and input around that. We're going to have an opportunity to work with the board around the mission and values and maybe give us some contributions around our major areas. We've set up opportunities for students. So we have a student forum on May 10th. We're also looking at different ways of accessing the student engagement piece.
Knowledge and skills to become independent.
I'm Marcel Whitcomb, and I'm a specialist on something if we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So, what kind of learning is happening? Is it student-centered?
So
Making the goals.
So what would that look like? So what would your answer
It would
to
look
that
like
be?
students having their own plans that they input in terms of what they want to see their learning like.
Okay.
And that's, I guess, how we would build on their experiences and interests. Otherwise, it's ours, passed on to them.
When my son was in high school, you couldn't get him to sit through a history class. But as soon as we put him in History Goes to the Movies, he was mesmerized and he got an A in that course. He loved that course. Film is something that he loves. So we applied a regular curriculum to something that he really loved. And it worked.
You know, exposing them to as many different things as we can. Within, you know, I mean, you have to hamper. That's also hampered by, you know, we can't. It's hard to cater to one interest. So, you know, if only a few students want to do this, I mean, how do you expose only a few to this when the masses are looking at something else?
I think different ways of learning. So I think of that piece of like my son did the computer science tech center junior year, and they talked a lot about being able to have them do internships, and that didn't happen. And so to me, it makes me think of that systems piece of how can we really systematically kind of create lots of different learning opportunities, including real life learning opportunities. So
They already exist. Nobody knows.
We excite the students, get them excited about what
Exactly. And also, earlier, like sooner than just you can be into movies in middle school. You can like music in middle school. But if you want to take electronic recording arts, why do I have to be 17?
Very good, yeah, I agree.
The other thing I heard in there was making those traditional classes more experiential.
Yes.
Yeah. With the traditional classes, it's tricky too because with multicultural students, they often get mired in that because they either don't know English or didn't have that maybe where they came from, unfortunately. So maybe devoting resources more towards base level learning for them so that they can jump right into electronic recording arts and things like that, because it's just a bunch of white kids right now.
Interesting.
In your in the tech center classes?
So more support
Because,
for ELL students.
Definitely. Yeah.
Like a recruiting for the underclassmen, as it were.
Sure. I mean, there's an ELL office, you know, but I don't think it gets as much use as it needs. I guess.
Sure.
And would you say more support for them in the beginning class? Were you saying in the beginning
because
classes so that they can?
if you want to have specialized learning, if you want to start programming, and you can't speak the same language as your teacher, you're gonna have a problem.
Right.
I feel focused.
Go
All
for
right.
it.
We good?
Yep.
All right, guys, so there's going to be a lot of stuff talked about tonight, but I think the thing that bugs me the most with these changes is that they're cutting full-time librarians. Now, that may not sound like much at first, but what this means is that we're no longer going to be an accredited high school, which means that if you slog through 4 years of BHS and then you send your transcript off to college, they can just not count it because you're not accredited. I mean, they could also count it. They could do you a favor. But I'd like to just, you know, have that what peace of mind maybe. So yeah, keep librarians, please. I oppose this change.